That was great. Thank you.
Yay.
Wow, you guys practiced that for like 3 hours and that's it?
Improv song.
JK.
From Cody and Susanna. Hello, we are here. I'm a little tired.
Hi.
Wow, it just hit me. I'm Fabienne.
I'm Kaili.
And these are our guests. Say your names.
I'm Cody.
I'm Susy.
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
Cute.
A visual, if you would like one, I'll give you one. Cody has ginger hair. Susy has long brown hair. They are
Dark
married.
Yep.
Who's taller?
Cody is, I'm pretty sure.
I think so. I haven't
Obviously very taller. I think I'm like 5, maybe 5'4".
She
He's
goes,
like 6 foot.
Cody is pretty sure. We have some live audience sort of guests. Yay!
Applause.
Applause.
Applaud now.
That's right, Kylie. Call the shots.
We need the light up applause thing.
As per the usual, we have our little producers, Nicholas and Alison Espinoza. They're here. I might not introduce everyone every episode, but I'm feeling like it right now. And then Mariah's right next to me. We talk about her a lot, but she doesn't talk. She's mute.
Yeah. Well, actually, she isn't mute, but Fabienne doesn't allow her to talk.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I don't like the way that sounds. Edit that out. Jessica's doing her homework, and Anthony's playing a Star Wars game.
That smile.
That smile. Kill, little lady killer, little white teeth. Do you use Crest white strips?
No.
Okay, guys. First off, we want to start with some events we got going on in Seattle / the area of Washington. I don't really like looking up events, so we're kind of lining up some people to look it up for us.
I didn't look up any.
It's just really...
I didn't do it last week either.
It's really hard to do for some reason. I get distracted.
The only thing I can think to look is the KEXP events page.
I googled events in Seattle, and then it took me to The Stranger, and then some other weird gritty page. It was...
No, The Stranger is good.
Yeah, they had some good stuff, which is... I found some cool stuff somewhere. Let's start with this one. It's the color, light, and atmosphere. The beauty of landscape painting. So, it's available until February 12th, and it's free. Oh. It's at the Cole Gallery in Edmonds.
It's by my house.
Which is by Kylie's house. So if you want to stop by and get some Spam Suvi from there, then you can, and then you can take it to the...
Not from my house.
Art gallery. Have a little snack, maybe a little picnic day. I don't know. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So I guess the gallery, what I learned from The Stranger was it has paintings by artists in the Northwest who are influenced by the Impressionist movement. Ooh.
I think I know what gallery that is. There's quite a few galleries down there, and they have... I don't know if this overlaps with their Thursday art walk. I think they have Third Thursday art walk.
Oh, nice.
So that's always cool. They don't have free wine, unlike Seattle. So, but there's a lot of old people there, so that's the advantage.
You can bring your own wine, I've heard.
And your own old people.
So if you got some grandparents still that are alive, take them on over. I have a grandpa.
Me too.
Wow. Very cute. Next event is in Mount Vernon. I just wrote wine and chocolate. I think it's a wine and chocolate tasting festival. So it's at a bunch of wineries. Carpenter Creek Winery, Eagle Heaven Winery, Dusty Cellars Winery, Edward Lynn Cellars, Skagit Cellars, Silver Barrel, Glacier Peak. If you want me to repeat that, please don't. You can just ask me again if you see me in person. Whoa! It's in Mount Vernon, February 3rd through 4th. Anyone been there? It's pretty nice. It's not, actually. Oh, it's not. Children's Film Festival, February 1st through 10th. It's at the Northwest Film Forum, which I think is downtown, according to the zip code.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So is this like current films?
Yeah.
Okay.
Present day.
sweet. Is it? I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of some animated.
I didn't think about that.
films. I want to go to that.
We
if
should
it's
go to that. February 1st through 10th. If any of you guys...
yeah.
Let's go. You want to go?
Okay, let's
Okay,
go.
we'll go. Let's go on February 5th. But if anybody goes to these events that we are talking about, let us know, and let us know what you think about them, and then we can talk about them in the next episode or something like that, if you want to. Do you want to talk about some artists we've discovered this past week?
Yeah.
It's been a long week. It is
has.
currently Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday.
Night.
It's Sunday night. What did we do? We made dinner for everyone.
Yeah. We made gluten-free spaghetti with meatballs, and Anthony made bread, and some of the bread looked like meat. But that's a story for another time. Do you want to talk about Clara Glasova?
Yeah, let's do it. Clara Glasova. So I found her while I was looking for events in Seattle. And she apparently, let me go to her website, and we'll put that on our little description too, so you guys can
Show notes.
so you guys can look her up. But her name's Clara Glasova, and she's actually is from the Czechoslovakia. She's a Czech-born, and she lives. So she's from Seattle, and I found out about her because she had an event, but it ended, so we couldn't talk about it this episode. But then I was looking at her art, and it's so awesome. So she does mainly paintings, and there's this one series called Life on the Sidelines, and it's paintings of parents that are watching their kids play their sports events. So I think I've talked to a lot of parents who don't really want to go to those kinds of things. So, I mean, I don't know, but or they really enjoy it. So there's paintings of just their backsides, and then
Just their butt.
yeah, I'll link it to the just their butt, basically. Yeah.
No, it's really cool.
No, it's not.
I don't know if she uses
It's
she uses, like watercolor or.
It looks like gouache to me.
It's so cute.
Because it's very loose like watercolor, but the colors are kind of flat, but they're not. They're more like dull-ish,
Yeah.
which makes me think it's gouache. But it could be like really nice acrylics. I'm not sure.
I guess we could ask her, but we didn't have time to do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well,
Kylie was in Disney World this past week.
I was with my grandparents and my dad and mom and brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Freaking Bennett.
It was fun. It was really cold. It was like 50 degrees while we were there, and I didn't bring the right clothes.
Did you think it was gonna be hot?
Yeah.
Did you go into any of the water?
No. We did go on Pirates, and Bennett and I got soaking wet on Pirates.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
That was the closest thing to that, though. Yeah.
Anyways, so go to her website. It's amazing. She also does, besides paintings, she does, if you go into a gallery, there's just a bunch of different objects everywhere. So it's like a room full of objects. Yeah. Well, there's like dried underwear that she does too as a form of art, and then she
Like
takes pictures of the
Dried underwear?
It's
What?
called
Like
ceramic.
crusty?
It's called ceramic underwear. Oh, I guess it could
Oh,
be.
did you put it in like the water from that has like a little bit of clay in it, so then it dries?
Oh,
But I'm
I
so confused.
I know, but it sounds
Is
awesome.
that they don't have pictures of it?
No,
It
they do.
just
I'll
says
show you.
Dried underwear.
It says ceramic underwear, so it's pictures
Oh.
of underwear on the ground.
It looks like real underwear.
I know, but I think it's
But she
dried up.
sculpted it.
Yeah, I think so.
Socks. Ooh, those are cute. I want those.
Thong. All right, tell us who you've discovered.
I cheated and I didn't look up anyone, but I wanted to talk about artists that I think deserves more recognition, and they do a lot of shows in Seattle because they're local, and it's a little band called Ravenna Woods that I think everyone should listen to, and they're very nice chaps, and my friend Tanisha Scott and I, we go to their, like, we try to go to every one of their concerts. We didn't go to the last one, but yeah, they're really, really talented and also extremely nice, and they play at a lot of amazing venues, and they play quite a few free shows and festivals around, so it's really easy to see them and always really worth it. They put on like amazing shows. They did a show last year where they played with the Seattle taiko drumming people, so they did like a collaboration with them, and that was amazing. And I don't know, they're just always doing really cool stuff, and they deserve like more recognition. So
That's awesome.
yeah, check out Ravenna Woods.
Was the last show
For a
you
good
went to
time.
the one at the Seattle
one with
Center?
you, yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. With they played with Pickwick, and it was like the last day of August, and it was pouring down rain, and nobody was there, and it was amazing. So we got to see Pickwick and Ravenna Woods for free, and no one was there, and it was sponsored by Lyft, and they had all this stuff to give away, and no one was there, so we got like so much free
We took
stuff.
like 3 umbrellas.
I got 3 free umbrellas, and they're like nice umbrellas too.
They are. I
And
lost mine though.
They gave us ponchos because it was raining, and we got all these like free Lyft vouchers and stuff,
Free
which I still
wine.
haven't used. But yeah, that
You
was a
got
really
Lyft
good
vouchers?
time.
I didn't get anything.
I got one. It was like a $20 voucher.
We should have plugged that in the other day when we didn't
Not
want
sponsored by
to
Lyft.
drive Anthony home. God, I hate driving that guy.
He
like,
giggles.
What? Are you talking about me? Yeah, dude, no one likes driving you home. Just kidding. I also, since we're speaking, wow, we kind of have a theme of artists tonight. They're like all from Seattle.
Wow.
So cute. There's this one artist guy. Let me find it. His name's Clifton Yates. I don't know if I pronounced his last name right. But Basquiat and I, my brother, we used to go into the skate shop that was open on the Ave, and Basquiat liked to skateboard, and I like boys who skateboard. So we
Do
just
you like
wanted-
boys who surf or boys who skateboard?
Both.
Make a decision. Nope. Can't have. You have to.
No, you
decide.
can. There are 2 different sects of people. SECT.
So-
SEC. So I don't understand the question. I can't make a decision. That's ridiculous.
I'm just giving you a hard
Anyway,
time.
so our bus stop going to school was right in front of there, so we'd go in. So apparently this guy worked there, and we figured that out because we saw him at the punk rock flea market last year, and he had a booth.
Sorry.
Listen to my
Keep
story.
going.
So we went to it, and we were like, who's that guy? He looks really familiar. He was like, oh, do I know you guys? And we were like, oh, man, you used to work at BC Surf, which is closed now because everything
Oh.
closes now on the Ave.
I remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, so he was at his booth because he had some merchandise he was giving, or he created a clothing line called Road Trip, which you guys should.
Oh, did you tell me about this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think I showed you their art page, their Instagram page.
Yes.
Anyways, so him separate from the clothing line does his own art. So you should check out his Instagram. We'll put that in the show notes too, so you can figure out how to spell his name. And it's pretty
Clifton Yates.
really
with a
cool.
Z? Is it really
I
with
think
a Z?
so. That's what I wrote.
Huh.
She goes, "Is it really with a Z?" Yeah, you should check it out. YATEZ. Now, we're going to get to our guests because we've been talking about all these events and other things that we've discovered all week because it takes so long sometimes to go through that. That's why we need people to look up events for us. My God. Okay, Cody and Susie. How are you guys tonight? How are you feeling?
Good.
You feeling ready?
As ready as we'll ever be.
What'd you guys do today? Oh, you already told us.
Yeah.
Tell us again,
Tell us again.
because I forgot.
Yeah.
You took a nap? Well, lucky. I want to take a nap.
Go for it. We don't
I
need
took
you.
one too today.
You took a
You're not
4-hour nap.
At night?
4-hour
I
nap.
don't normally do that. I'm sick.
No, but you needed to. Kylie's not feeling so good tonight, but she made it all the way out here to join us.
All the
To
way
cough
out
on
here.
all of you.
This is
Just
really
kidding, I'm
sweet.
not coughing.
I think
Anyway.
we all got sick, so now we're not sick anymore.
I brought
So
that
you're the
Florida
last.
sickness over, so now it's gonna restart.
Swine flu?
Yeah, it's actually gator flu over there. Just kidding. All right, what do you guys do for art?
He's the more artistic one than I am.
But never
so-
say that.
I'm saying he's more artistic. I didn't say I wasn't.
Oh, shoot. Never mind. I was ready for a fight.
I made a list of things that I do.
Oh, okay.
I draw, I paint, I play music, I sew, I make movies, I take pictures, I make food, I like street art, writing, dance, and I'm also good at the art of procrastination. That one took me a while.
This
I'm
is
so
also a
impressed.
poem.
Is that a haiku?
Actually,
It's a double haiku.
double haiku. That's awesome.
Yeah, but
Thank you.
the clause to all that is I'm not an artist. So
But you are.
Why do you feel that you're not?
it's not like I'm not a professional artist like
But
others.
you can
Like
still, you're
Kylie.
still an artist.
I like
Not
to make art,
professional.
but I'm not an
You're an artist. If you're a human and you make something, you're an artist.
artist. Anyways,
I just want you guys to know when we first started figuring out things for this podcast, Kylie wrote in our little Google Drive, "No negativity allowed. Stay positive."
I need
Except
more.
for ranting sometimes.
I need more Kylie in my life then.
Okay.
And what does Susie do?
Yeah.
Oh, just
I think if I were to say what my thing was, I always liked sewing, but I haven't created much recently, so that's
Sewing what kind of stuff?
clothes usually.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I started when I was in I don't know, 3rd grade. They had a week-long class after school, and my grandma sewed, and so she kind of taught me and stuff, so
That's awesome.
yeah, it's
I
always
think-
been an interest.
Yeah,
of mine.
I think I've talked to you about that before. It's like sewing and stuff, and I think it's something that everyone should learn to do because it's so useful.
Yeah,
you can
it
do a
is.
lot with it.
Yeah, I wish I was a little bit more professional. I can do it for myself, and I don't really care if the hems are undone or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Because only I'm gonna see it. But if I were to do it for someone else, I would like to have
Right.
more technical skills. But it's something that I enjoy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, in school I didn't take art drawing or painting or anything because I just knew that I was not good at that. So I always took ceramics. I
Oh.
enjoyed ceramics.
That's cool. Do you still
Yeah.
do ceramics?
No, because it's
expensive.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you have to get. And
Yeah.
if you wanted to do the wheel, you need a wheel
Oh,
or
I
a
see.
place to go, and it's just kind of an expensive
Yeah.
hobby.
Do you have any bowls at home, though, that you've made?
I do actually. I should have taken pictures.
Oh,
I'll
Some
have
of
to
them
take
look
them.
really professional too.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they do.
They're cool. I mean, my mom still has them around and uses them and stuff, so.
If you ever just want to sculpt anything, you can't really make ceramics with it because I'm pretty sure it's toxic. But just playing with Sculpey clay is really fun. You can do it at home. It's yeah.
Moon sand.
That's fun.
Have you ever played with that? Have you ever seen that? The commercials for that?
I remember
Oh,
that.
I love moon sand.
still
You
have
love moon
it.
sand, Mariah?
It's sand covered in silicone.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Have you seen how to make it?
Oh.
I've seen. Is that the kind that it looks
that,
like sand
gravity
and then
sand?
you can squish it together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can make it with
interesting.
a dish soap solution with
Let's make some.
sand. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Next
kind of
podcast,
my-
we're going to report on how our moon sand.
Yeah.
Oh my
I love
goodness.
watching DIY videos. And then
They're
never
the best.
doing it.
She goes
Think
and then
about
never
doing
doing it.
Can
Can you tell us
Susie,
about your...
you play.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think we're going the same way.
I think
Let's
so,
say it at the
too.
same time.
Okay, ready? One.
Wait, I don't think we're gonna phrase
No,
it
no,
the
no.
same
We are,
way.
though. 1, 2, 3. Tell us about your music. Yeah, man. We did it.
I don't have music.
I heard you sing those, so don't even...
But that's not my music. It's just my voice.
I know, so you enjoy singing.
I do.
That's
I've always
music.
liked singing.
That's an instrument.
Yes, your vocal cords.
Yes.
No, I've always
The
liked
most
singing since
special
I was like a
instrument.
kid. I didn't really realize it until I like came back home once and I realized how many sing-along videos I had. Like that's what I watched was sing-along videos.
That's awesome.
So. Yeah.
Like as a kid or an
As a
adult?
kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, as an adult, it translates into karaoke. So.
Oh, yeah.
It translates into...
We love karaoke.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
They're the
you
karaoke kings and queens.
Yes. There's a whole movie about it.
It's called Karaoke
King.
King.
Check it out. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Cody May.
YouTube. // Cody May.
Yes.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll have you guys shout out your social media and everything at the end.
If you'd like to.
So do it now.
Unless you want
Just
some
kidding.
random people to follow you, which I'm sure they might. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, should
When-
we get into the questions?
Yeah.
Oops.
I just highlighted them because I didn't like the way it looked all white. Not
So
like
you
it
can
means
separate them
anything.
in
Yeah,
your
not
mind?
like it means anything.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so I think we asked this in the last question, and maybe this would be just an ongoing question because it's pretty generic and then gets us talking about just the beginning of arts. So what is / do you have a favorite type of art? Like what sort of pieces do you relate to, or is it all types? Like maybe it's dance or paintings or whatever it is.
I like watching dance videos on YouTube a lot.
What kind of dance?
I really like contemporary. It's kind of like when you're watching it, it's like physical music almost,
Ooh.
like the way that they're expressing themselves. So it's really interesting, and I wish I could do it. Like that's my dream for the new system is be able to dance beautifully. Yeah, and what else do I like? I like abstract art.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's kind of like, what is that? And it's one thing to one person, another thing to another person.
Have you ever read like if you see an abstract piece of art and then you look at the blurb about it and it says something like, this was about World War II. And you're looking at it and you're just thinking, what?
I feel like
How?
abstract art shouldn't be about certain things. I mean, it can be for the artist, but they should just like keep it to themselves because abstract art is so much about like what you personally take away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about people who like don't respect abstract art and say it's like a kid can make that? It's not real art. Because I hear people say that all the time. It makes me so
Yeah.
mad.
Well, kids can make real art.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm just saying like
So-
they consider it. No, yeah, I totally. That's a thing. But I hear so many people don't respect abstract art because they're like, oh, I could do that. Like, that's not even real art. Yeah. So what do you have to say about that? That's what I'm
Well, I think
trying-
it is real art. I feel like
Yeah.
art, any art is something that like evokes emotion out of you. Like,
Right.
it's just in the eye of the beholder, really. Like, you see in some, like museums and stuff, like pieces that are just like, why is that just like a can of soup? Like Andy Warhol, like his stuff is like, is that art or is it just like an image of something? I mean, that's the same with photography. You're just taking a picture of something. So I don't know. It just depends on each person. If they don't like it, then whatever.
Yeah.
Good point. GP.
There's
What
a
a-
good PBS video about that.
Oh,
And
about
it's-
abstract art?
Well, just that the idea of, oh, I could do that, my kid could do that. And it just like went into the idea of like, do you really know what goes into art? And I wrote it down. There's this guy, the Piet Mondrian. Do you guys know him? He did like the composition, number 2 with red, blue, and yellow. And it's just the squares, like the white and the black lines. But it's just like the technical aspect of it being oil paintings, the idea of using oil, I guess, it's super hard to get a straight line. And just his way of doing it and the composition of it, like all his pieces are really like well thought out. And then even like artists that scribble or whatever, it's like what kind of handwork are they doing? What kind of materials, mediums? So yeah, it's kind of
Totally.
interesting. Yeah, PBS.
That's a good way of explaining it.
Piet Mondrian.
Do you want to show how it's spelled?
PietMondrian.
I saw a really good quote once that it was like, I could make, like, looks at an art piece. I could make that. Yeah, but you didn't.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Yeah, but they did it, and
Yeah.
you didn't. So.
You wouldn't have thought of that idea, so
Yeah.
Guess who's famous now?
shut your mouth.
Kylie Park.
Your bird mouth.
Do you have anything inspiring or that you relate with the most to Cody? Just basically the same question.
Oh, I really like. I guess I relate more to movies and music for some reason. I like moving pictures and visual or audio and visual. Yeah. But as far as art that I like respect, pretty much all of it. I really like street art though. That's like one of my favorites.
Do you have a favorite street artist?
Actually, no. I feel like a good street artist doesn't need to get their name out. I don't know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
because it's illegal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just kidding. I think a lot of, but not all of it, just some of it. I don't know.
There's like
I don't know what I'm
street
saying.
art style, but there's also like art that's on the street.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Cool.
So I want to know if you guys were raised with some sort of artistic background, with whether it's from your parents or wherever. Where did it come from to make you guys the way you are? I guess.
Yeah, both my parents are artistic, which is funny because my grandparents on both sides, I don't think are artistic at all. So yeah, my parents. And so I always remember like having arts and crafts projects with my mom. My dad painted with oils, and I've never done that before, so it's always like in my mind unattainable, so I really respect him for that. But yeah, my parents for sure.
Oh, that's cute. What about you, Susie?
I would say probably they're not really artistically inclined.
Who's your influence? Or
For
what
art?
influences you? Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just the general interest. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just it
I
being
guess-
out there and yeah.
Like, I guess you could consider my dad being artistic because he, like, built our whole house, but I don't know if that's, like, more technically skilled or artistically skilled because it requires design. But
Yeah.
Was there any certain thing that made you want to start creating or keep creating?
No, I don't think so. It's just like
Yeah. It's always been part of you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's just like, oh, I want to do that, so I'm gonna do that, or I'm gonna be interested in that. Like, I've never really, I don't know. I didn't grow up with a lot of friends, so I just kind of like had my own interests, and I didn't really have anyone to go off of. Like, my music interests really came from like the radio.
Yeah.
This morning, my parents were listening to smooth jazz, and like I was telling them that that's the reason why I hated jazz.
Because
And because it was smooth jazz. And it wasn't until Cody and I got married that I realized that there's good jazz out
not
there, like
just
really, really
Kenny
good jazz.
G.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I've always been into like oldies and I don't know, just whatever I like, I just like it because I like it, not because anyone was like, oh, I'm listening to this, you should listen to it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you just became the way you were because of you.
because I was alone.
Because you are by yourself. But would you say you're by yourself now?
No.
No.
No, actually, like, Seattle's a really great place for art. Like, you don't really realize it until you've left.
Yeah.
Like, when we were living in Mexico, like, we were pretty close to a town that was, like, a artisanal town or whatever for, like, pottery and paintings and stuff like that. But we lived in a smaller place. And so if you wanted art, like, most cities, I'm not sure if it's, like, put on by the government, but they have a place that's called a Casa de Cultura, which is, like, culture house. And so they show local art, usually, like, people from the area. which is pretty cool. But other than that, like, for events, there's nothing really happening. Like, people aren't necessarily interested in art. So it was kind of difficult. And so now that we're here, oh yeah.
This is a piece from the
a local
Cultural Center in Mexico, representing the people drinking fresh milk from a cow.
I've never, like, been equally, like, entertained, like, I've never found a piece equally, like, beautiful and funny at the same time, I don't think.
Almost
Yeah.
It's really nice looking, though. Like, the colors are beautiful.
Is that a picture?
Yeah,
So, for listeners, it's Cody's showing us a painting of a cow in the air. Oh, she has high heel. She has
Yeah, it's a
little
lady
red.
cow.
She has little red pumps on, and she's
name's
spraying
Angelica.
her milk from her udders,
Angelica.
raining down upon the people of the town, and they all have glasses up in the air catching the milk, and they're drinking it.
Yeah, so this is showing, it's like representing the local drink that's only found in the state that we lived in Jalisco. It's called pajaretes. And it's, like, you fill your cup up with, like, kind of like a moonshine cane alcohol.
Oh.
A little bit, quote unquote.
Poquito.
To kill the bacteria.
Aha.
And then, like, instant coffee and, like, chocolate milk stuff. Or if it's, like, a fancy place, they have strawberry milk powder. And then you take it over to the cow, and then they shoot the milk straight into your cup.
Is it
And then
good?
it gets foamy. Yeah, it's like a latte.
That sounds really good,
Oh.
actually.
Delicious.
That sounds warm.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh god, I don't like udders.
They feel weird.
Sorry.
I just think of that scene in Napoleon Dynamite where they're all
This looks
looking at
pretty
like
good.
This one tastes like the cow got into an onion.
that one there is
Except
nipple
for
number
nipple
5.
I heard that cow udders feel like it feels like a bag full of, like, broken glass. Like it's all cartilagey.
No,
That's what I heard.
Maybe old
that's
ones.
Not,
Oh, okay.
That's not what it felt like to me.
Okay.
It just felt
What'd it
like
feel
a
like?
finger without a bone.
Yeah, it's basically like you
Okay.
fill up a glove with, like,
Yeah.
a latex glove, but a thick one.
Cool. Yeah.
Try.
It's weird.
Excuse
That's
me.
amazing.
What is that drink called? I just want to look it up. Pajaretes. It's P-A-G-A.
Pajaretes. Senor.
P-A-G-A.
J-A, sorry.
Is it hard for you guys to see motive doing things creatively?
Stay motivated, you
Yeah,
said?
does that question make sense? Because
Yeah.
when I
To
wrote
stay
it down,
motive.
it made sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated, or
Yeah.
are you just always motivated?
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it like a drive? Is it like a drug?
I wish it was. But it's, yeah, for me, no.
No, me
I have
neither.
to push myself to do art.
It's hard.
I think he's
Distractions.
more dedicated to wanting to create stuff.
You know how people, like, carry around their sketchbook or whatever with them?
Mm-hmm.
I do that, but then I completely forget that I have a sketchbook with me until
I
I
do
empty
that
out my
too.
back and I'm like, oh, there's my sketchbook.
I was thinking about this guy all day.
I do that too.
Yeah. Like, I even had, like, small, like, sketchbooks that my mom gave me. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool, just keep it in your pocket. But
Yeah.
I just don't do it. I feel like a bad person. Yeah.
I'm going to your Instagram to look at your drawings so I can talk about them.
Oh, cool. Well, I have drawings here, too.
Oh,
Brought
sweet, yeah.
physical
If you
copies.
want, like,
Bring 'em
to
in.
look at... Depends, like, what era you want. Because
I really, really like Cody's drawings.
you can look at this one.
Oh, sweet.
I feel like that, like, what we're talking about right now leads into another thing we wanted to ask you, which was, would you ever post something on the internet that you weren't 100% proud of?
Well, I s-
Go ahead, Susie.
well, I saw that question and I just kind of was like, I was thinking about Inktober. I've never done Inktober because I'm terrible at drawing.
Doesn't matter.
But I feel like that's kind
You
of the
are
purpose of
not.
it, isn't it? Like, you just put out what you created for that day.
Yeah, it's not
like-
so much about making something quote unquote good. It's about just making something and having it be an exercise and joining the community of people that are doing it.
Yeah, I feel like nobody's 100% satisfied. Even if they
Yeah.
are 100% satisfied at the moment that they publish it,
They'll find
any
things they
artist, comes back 1 month, 6 months, a year later, and says, "Oh, why did I do that?"
And I think it's important to understand how much of your drawing just needs to be not perfect. Because, like, so many people are like, oh, I can't get it right. Like, those are the kind of people who never actually do anything with their art because they are too perfectionist about it, and they just end up getting frustrated. But I think you, like, need to understand that it wants to be its own thing sometimes, and you just have to give your control over to the drawing.
Yeah, me and Nick had a heated discussion about what it means to take yourself too seriously.
Yeah. What was
it's like
the
hard
conclusion?
to like describe what that means.
Yeah.
And to what point you should take yourself seriously.
It's a very delicate balance, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, we're all looking at Cody's sketchbooks. He has like one for each of us.
I was like,
That's amazing.
Oh my God.
love your line drawings so much.
I'll photocopy it
They're-
and give it to you.
These
Do
are
you use
so
like
great.
a micron pen?
that's Callum.
That's amazing. I love them so much.
Um,
They are, I can see the street
That's
art
Natalie's
style
fault.
influence.
I didn't get past the first one in that
The street
book
art
because there was,
influence.
like, just so much to look at.
Yeah, wow.
That's me and Susie.
Cute.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like the idea of art, but this is like pretty much a long time. This is like 10 years, and it's like,
Oh, wow.
I see other like artists have way more sketchbooks or a lot more. Like, how is your room filled with drawings, Kylie?
Yeah, but like 80% of it is like pre-middle school because I would just, I would open up a page, draw a horse, draw another horse on the next page, and like spend an hour and like just fill up. Now it takes me like 3 years to fill a sketchbook. It's like,
Yeah, okay, that makes me feel better.
yeah. I want to draw more, but like it's hard. Adult, blah blah blah.
And are you guys going to talk about sewing again? Because I don't know if we missed the boat. I have this jacket,
Oh, sweet.
and well, it
talk
includes a
about sewing.
painting. I painted this and sewed this patch.
Oh, I didn't know that. That looks
Um,
like screen printed.
Oh, thanks.
That's
and then I was
awesome.
wondering, like, where would you guys put another patch? Like,
Oh.
what's your
So we're
like,
looking at a
We're
vest
giving
right
fashion
now.
advice.
Yeah, now we're talking about clothes. Oh, what a good subject.
Man, that's a good vest.
So it's a jean vest, and on the
what-
back of the vest, he painted a gorilla man,
a Bigfoot?
man wolves.
It's from
Oh,
one of
it
his,
says man wolves.
from one of his favorite movies called Macho Tail Drop. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
But
Watch
so
it.
yeah, where would I have difficulty putting patches, and I
I think it
just
should be on the front or up here.
Or on like the front, but on the bottom, on the other side from the
Opposite?
leather one. Yeah.
Or your earmuffs.
oh dude, I thought I looked so cool.
Yeah, that's an awesome vest. Patches are
Because
so
I found
fun.
these cool patches, and I picked them up. I don't know if you guys want
You
to
have
check
them in
them
your
out.
pocket.
Oh my gosh!
What?
What in the heck?
Dude!
Oh my gosh!
Cody made
surprise!
Cody made us patches of our logo.
How did you do this? Oh my gosh!
So I've been
freaking
lying. That's
out.
what I did today. Well, and all week.
What? Dude, thank you so
This guy, he
much.
made us patches of our We Talk You Art logo with
I
the
am
hand.
so happy
shook.
right now.
I'm shook. I'm shaking.
I'm equally shook.
I have to pee
oh my
now.
goodness.
So when you told me that you liked purple and orange, I was like, oh,
That's why you
no,
asked.
that's why we asked, but we had already chosen that because both of you guys didn't respond quick enough.
I was wondering, so they sent us text earlier in the week, like, what's your favorite color combo? And I was like, what? Like, for what? Because it's very different for many things.
Yeah, I was the same. I'm like, do you want the long answer or the short answer?
This is a loaded question. I can answer that now if you want.
Oh,
No,
just kidding.
we don't care anymore.
But I like blue and yellow.
Yes, and I like purple and orange.
Oh my god.
As far as like two like primer like
I love this so
main
much.
colors put
Contrasting
together.
colors.
Yeah, like contrasting.
I'm
Love
gonna
it.
cry.
So did you hand
What's the moon
embroider
cycle right
these?
now?
Yeah, that was like my first one, so I kind of didn't do it as good as I could have.
Good, give it to Fabienne.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
So
They
I
both look
apologize.
equally amazing. So did you like make a template of our logo and
Can
then
you show us how to make patches one day?
Yeah, of course.
These are
Okay, cool.
awesome.
Yeah. And that's what, yeah.
Show Anthony.
Is he even paying attention?
But hopefully, like,
No, he doesn't.
they
deserve
work.
this.
They're kind of like lumpy.
No, this is perfect. I have a patch vest, and this is gonna be amazing.
I don't, but I'll make one.
This is also trying.
Yeah, make one.
I'll make something.
Sweet.
I have
Oh
something
man,
somewhere.
thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you,
according
Cody.
to Cody,
You're
he says
awesome.
that no one can draw my face. Like,
Oh my God.
So sorry.
Allison
Oh,
broke
yeah,
one of the
Augie.
pages on.
Augie did that
Oh, the
etch-a-sketch
yeah.
portrait of you guys, and I commented, "Your beauty is impossible
Yeah,
to capture."
that's
That's why.
That's like a We
That's his
Talk
thing.
You Are challenge. Like, if you can draw
There's-
Susie's face, you're a
there's a
real
line.
artist.
Yes.
And if you
Every-
can't, then you suck.
Yeah,
that's the
basically.
homework for the week.
Sorry, August G. Art.
Can't draw Susie on the etch-a-sketch. Tisk tisk.
Then you're not a real artist, I guess.
Nope.
So don't
That's
even post
the
it if you're not
standard.
100% confident in it.
That's the
Just kidding.
2018 standard for being an artist.
Who said that?
Me,
Kylie Park. Kylie P. Kylie, what's
Me.
your middle name?
Margaret.
Okay, I forgot. I just-
What's your middle name?
It's for Thatcher, Margaret Thatcher.
Our hero in my Norwegian Korean family. They just love the former
Margaret.
prime minister of the UK. No, my great grandma's name was Margaret.
Margaret Thatcher was.
Me neither. I just know the name.
I just know it because I watched the Meryl Streep movie about her.
Thatch woman.
Thatch woman.
Prominently featured in a Sherlock episode.
Yes, I was just thinking about that. Where they, yeah. We were gonna do a segment last week on our top albums of 2017, but we forgot. And also, Helen and I both had like, you said top 10, and we had like top 3. Like,
Yeah, it was
we're
hard.
both terrible at listening to music this year, so.
Can you hand me my bag right there? On the bed?
Let's talk about music we've been
I
listening
really
to.
do want to talk about that. So,
is this not gonna be edited out?
who knows? But
Susie, what have you been listening to recently?
I on YouTube I found this guy named Gus Dapperton.
Ew.
I don't really know how to describe it. He's like beachy, lo-fi, guitar-y music.
Is he independent or like on a label?
He
Can you find him at record stores?
probably because he was the first video of his that I watched was like a Vivo video.
Oh, okay.
So I think that means
You know you made it when
signed
you're on
by
Vivo.
someone. Yeah. I've been listening to that, and I've been listening to a lot of Heart.
Ooh. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Our Canadian beauties.
Heart and other 70s stuff.
Yeah. Fun fact: my English teacher used to be the bassist for. My former English teacher used to be the bassist for Heart. He was really cool. Yeah. Anyway,
former.
end of fun fact.
That's really awesome, though.
Yeah.
Was he teaching English?
I don't know.
Okay, who else have you guys been listening to? What's your favorite? Do you have a type of music that you relate to the most?
All of it.
Oh, okay.
All music.
All music.
Have you
is
guys
really
listened to Thundercat? Do you know Thundercat?
I know Thundercats, the
Oh,
cartoon.
Oh, the music is killer. But from the artist Thundercat, I recommend that. That's like, I think a top album for a lot of people of 2017. Definitely recommend it.
His new album, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember.
Is that the one where he's like coming out of the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he looks
That
like a
one.
cat.
No, he's.
I'm gonna look
He
it
looks
up.
scary.
'Cause I wanted to make sure that we were talking about the same thing.
That's really good.
I go through like music waves. Like
I know you like King Cruel. Do you listen to Mount Kimby?
No.
That's really good. He does vocals on that. So does James
Mount Kimby's good.
Blake. Does Mount Kimby. Definitely recommend that album from this year and all of their albums.
from all the years.
Okay,
and
we'll
King
listen.
Cruel's album too. That was
So
killer.
good.
Yeah.
He's pretty amazing.
But my thing that I've been listening to right now, driving music, classical King FM. Oh, it's good.
Really?
Soundtrack of my life.
Classical music.
SCML. SCML. Thank you. I'm a little off tonight. I don't know what it is. Did you guys listen to Mac DeMarco's new album this year? I think I was talking about it with you one day.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it.
Nick did. It's amazing. That is something I really want to recommend to people just because
You know all the events. When's he coming to Seattle?
he already came to Seattle
Dang it, why
This
didn't
year?
you inform me?
because it was really expensive.
It's stupid fame.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It was at the Moore Theater and I found out too late. But he's pretty amazing.
What do you think about that tooth gap?
Oh. I don't know. I kind of like it. I just kind of like him.
Mariah lit up. She's like, oh yeah.
Tooth gap. TG. Favorite venues. What are your guys' favorite venues around Seattle?
I like Numos.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been to many. Susie tells me not to go to certain ones.
Like which ones?
The Egyptian
I've never been there.
Said that.
or the Tractor.
Cody just moved to
I
Seattle.
love the Tractor.
I think you're just saying places that you know. I don't think I've ever said which ones to not go to. I went to the Moore Theater and I didn't like it.
Mm.
I
The
love
sound
the Moore.
was
I saw
iffy.
Annie there.
Oh yeah.
Well, you were there, right? We
haven't
saw
been
Justice
there very
there.
much.
Allison and I went to Justice. Was that the Moore?
That was at Paramount.
Oh, Paramount. I don't like Paramount either.
I find that
Oh, I
the
like
Neptune
Paramount.
sound isn't very good unless you're like way in the back.
That Justice show, the sound was really bad.
Yeah,
But
that was
that
bad.
venue
Oh,
is usually
that's
pretty
so
good.
annoying.
Oh, okay.
That
Then
show
there was
was
just
not
a...
No, it was just the
Okay.
show.
Do you guys know any people that are making music that we know right now? Because I would like to get into DIY shows.
Like
And
we
have-
personally know, or
We do, but one person we're not allowed to say yet.
what?
We are having somebody anonymously make our
Oh.
intro song, but it'll be revealed within the next couple shows.
Oh, okay.
Little
What do you
mystery.
mean by DIY
But like actual
shows?
actual performers.
Oh, what do you mean by?
Sorry, you know who you are. We're sorry.
Because like, do you guys know Steven Rigdon? He makes good music. Nick like is tight with him. But yeah, I always thought it'd be cool to like see people that I know like play a show in my house or in a garage.
We recently went to a show that was really cool. It was what was his name?
Like a
I already forgot
garage
it.
show?
No, it was
Basement
at
show?
Chop Suey. It was all right. Like, I didn't love all the music that was there, but it was what was cool was he put it on. It was like a $5 show, and you didn't know
Oh.
who was coming except him.
Oh, okay. It's like that one thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
That
It's
one
like
thing.
this email list you can sign up for, and they'll be like, there's a show at this house in blah, 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 Ballard or Fremont, and then you go and you
Well,
don't
like
know who's
I
going to
guess
be
it's
there.
kind of like Cairo shows.
Okay.
But
Cairo, that's where
whatever
you didn't
that
want me
place.
to go.
Yeah, because they're super pretentious. It's the worst. It's
Aw.
really the worst.
So I haven't
like,
been there.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, okay. Good.
What about you guys? Seattle locals, favorite venues?
I love the Paramount because I saw it. I feel like I've always seen some really good shows there.
I think I'll just have to go again.
Let's
Like,
go again.
We have really nice theaters as far as like none of them feel like gross when you're. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll feel gross, but in the right way. Like I'm in a music
Like
venue.
grungy?
Yeah. Like
I feel
I'm
like
thinking
concert
of
venues
like
always feel gross afterwards. You're like, wow,
Yeah.
all this stuff is on the ground.
well, like the Paramount is very like beautiful because it's a very old building. It's got all the filigree inside, but then you have like Numos is literally like looks like a warehouse, but it's got an appeal because of that. It's still still feel nice.
I love the Neptune. Also,
The
I think
Neptune's
that's my
nice,
favorite.
but I feel like I've never really been able to hear the music very well, especially when there's like a lot of vocals. Just like I don't know, something's wrong. Maybe it's because whenever I go there, Bennett makes us go like an hour early so that we're in the front, and the speakers are like right in my ears.
That's what I've learned. I like being in the front, but it's never the best experience.
Yeah, I find that like being a few rows back in the very middle is like where the party's at, and also where you can hear the best.
In Mexico, we went and saw Fatboy Slim at a
That's amazing.
Yeah.
at a what's it called? A festival. It was fun, but we were just in the wrong place for the sound because we were really close to the speakers, and I'm pretty
It
sure my
all
ears were
sounded the
bleeding.
same. It was just the same bass line. But then we were like, all right, let's get out of here. And he was still playing. And as we got away, it was like, oh my God, this music. I forgot I love this music.
And like getting older and not caring as much, I have realized that getting to a concert like right after the open air is finishing is like the best time to get there, because I don't care about being in the front or anything. I just want to, you can always sneak around the sides, and it sounds nice
Dogs
in the
barking.
back. That's where all the chill people are, you know. It's nice.
When I turned 21 recently. Oh, me, I'm so old now.
How old are you?
21, I just turned. Yeah.
2-1.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I got really happy because I got excited about concerts because I didn't like standing anymore. And I think it's just because I'm just standing all day. So I was really excited to finally be able to go to the bar legally and like just chill back there and enjoy the music in that way. That I'm so happy. So we went and saw Pickwick.
Oh, you went to that show?
Mm-hmm. Again.
Who's we?
Me and myself.
That was at the Neptune?
They were at the Neptune, yeah. I went with Anthony, actually.
Oh.
There he is, over there.
He was waving.
Oh, and Helen, who we had on the last episode, the queen. But we went to the Neptune, and we stood in the front, but it also stood in the back for a second, just because I could, and it was just like, I don't know, I was just really happy to finally be able to not have to be by the speakers, but it was just, I don't know, I just really like the Neptune because I like that there's mermaids everywhere, and I feel that like it
You
makes
fit in?
Yeah, it makes I'm a
It's a
mermaid
pretty
also.
nice looking.
It makes you feel like you're underwater, and I think that's the best part of it.
Under the sea. Ba, 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 ba.
Feeling underwater.
What
Yeah.
artist would you guys like die to see? What's like top artist that you want to see before you die?
Wild Beasts, but they're breaking up. They're an English band. I don't want to talk about it. Fabienne.
Can you come back to me? Okay, it's my turn. I don't know. I guess. Oh, you know what? Weezer. I never get to see them.
Why didn't you go to Didn't you go to Bumbershoot this year?
I went on Sunday, and they weren't playing.
They're playing in White River Amphitheater.
Oh, are you going?
Upcoming events.
I want to.
Oh, do you guys want to go together?
They're playing with
This
someone
is
else.
the first
That's
I've heard
good.
of it, so.
Okay, so we'll all go
River
together.
Kumos
bought
is
tickets.
hot. I've seen him twice. It's great.
He's hot. Yeah, probably Weezer, because I never feel like I can go to those. I don't know why. Also, I really want to see Dave Matthews at the Gorge.
Doesn't he play every year?
Classic.
Yes, but I really want. I've never get to go.
That was like a big weekend for my family. We went to Bumbershoots and then Dave Matthews all in the same weekend.
Wow.
What a party.
That's expensive.
My parents have really good taste in music.
My wallet
That's cool.
is bleeding.
Yeah.
I love Dave Matthews.
Like a
Me
sheep
too.
that's
People give
bleeding.
him crap, but he's talented, and also I hear
talented.
he's very nice, and he has a cute dog apparently.
This is what we heard.
That's all you need.
Susie preached to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
He got
Where
a truth
at?
tract. In our territory, he has a house.
Oh, what? That's awesome.
Yeah, he
But I
lives by
didn't,
my old
at
house.
the time, I didn't know like what he looked like or really anything about him.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I was like, why did he look famous? I don't know what happened. No, it was Sally Barone. She was like, I think that was Dave Matthews.
He looks like a white guy.
And then we looked up his picture and we're like, that was him. Wow.
He was always at
And
the
then I
one-
tried coming back, and you know, like his neighbor was super overprotective, and
Ah.
like, oh, what are you doing here? And I was like,
We're not fans.
Bible.
Yeah. That's so cool. Oh my goodness.
Bible.
Man, that was close. You could have had Dave Matthews as a return visit.
I think
Did it?
Russell has his wife.
Really?
Yeah, we should
Man.
probably edit that out because I don't know.
Fake news. What was
What was the question?
There's a lot of people I would die to see though.
I really want to see Sufjan Stevens.
Oh, I thought you said Sophie and Stevens for
No,
a second.
Sufjan. I love
This
Sufjan.
just in, Weezer and the Pixies,
Oh.
August 4th, 2018,
Oh my gosh!
7 p.m. Seats are still available in the box office. $5 a ticket.
If you
What,
buy me
$5? I was like,
Oh, $50.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
500.
There's
They're
a-
playing
10
together.
payments of $5.
I shouldn't yell
that
into the
does
mic.
make it epic.
Okay, let's go, everyone.
The lawn is $30.
The
lawn.
lawn is $30.
Where is this at?
The White River.
Oh, I hear that it takes forever to leave that.
It does. I won tickets to Maroon 5 one year.
Maroon
And it
5.
did. Shut up. It was amazing. It was an amazing show. I saw Maroon 5 in Train.
Oh my goodness. Was this in 2003?
Shut up. It was in 2013. No,
Same thing.
10.
Yes. 2000.
I won radio tickets to
Oh.
Maroon 5.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
They're amazing.
Let's go around and say our favorite concert ever.
No.
Oh, I can't do that.
You
I
can't
don't
pick?
know.
Most memorable?
Just like, what's the first thing that pops in?
Or first 21 plus concert you got to go to?
I got to go to the Japan Droids because of the record store's recommendation, and that was really cool. A small show, $10 ticket, and it was like I was just face to face with the guy. I don't know. I just love face to face concerts. I got to see Hot Heat that way, and that was just like jamming, and
That's cool.
I loved it.
I think my favorite show, I just want to go from this year because I can't figure out all of that. But I think my favorite show from this year was Cherry Glazer the second time that we saw them because I'm obsessed with them and her, and they're a really cool band. You should check them out. Their new album came out this past year too, and it was amazing. And she's just amazing. Like her guitar playing is so cool, and it's like really intense, and you just it's so good. I don't even know. It's so good. She's so cool.
Where do you?
Yeah, you showed me some of that.
Where's the record store that you guys go to?
Like Sonic Boom.
I mostly go to Silver Platters in Linwood because it's by my house, but my favorite is Silver Platters in Toto, which is huge. We were talking about music, but now
We want to say
we went to the bathroom, and now we're talking about videos. So that's my segue. And
And we're more awake now. Where's my wine?
so your videos are very like, I see them and I'm like, this is like, you can watch one of these videos and like know who you are as a person. Like they're so like, I don't know, they're great. I love them. And
There's this one video that he does where it's his friend, and they're they're on a beach, and he's speaking in French. And it's just him lying on the beach in different poses. I don't know like what he's saying. I know.
that's all it is.
It's
subtitled.
It's so good.
It's subtitled, and he's speaking in French in case I didn't say that over and over and over again. But he's shirtless on the beach saying, Mariah loved that video.
It's like instructions on how to sunbathe, right?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
to be a
Someone
bronze
else repeat
beauty.
that, 'cause I don't wanna-
It's an instruction. It's instructions on how to sunbathe, and it's just different shots of him in different positions and different. And it's pretty
It's
genius.
great.
Yeah.
Where do you do your ideas for videos, like, do you try to think of them or did they kind of come to you? Or?
Oh yeah, I definitely think of what I'm interested in. Like, I think. Well, I guess this podcast can go any way you want it. But so one of my favorite directors would be Jared Hess, and Joshua Hess, that do Napoleon Dynamite, and they've done like a lot of other videos.
Gotcha.
But I was reading something, and he's like, yeah, to make a movie, the best way to do it is to make something you know. And so usually I try to base my film ideas off of something that I know well, or somewhat. That's why Karaoke King, because in that time period, we were going to karaoke like every week, if not 2 times a week. And it's just like that was
Karaoke King, just so people.
And that was just like in my mind. And so yeah, Bronze Icon, I kind of like cast cast before I film.
Yeah, well, you've said to me before that you make videos kind of based on the person that you're filming.
Yeah, because like Karaoke King, the actor in it, he never sang karaoke before the night that we did film the movie.
That's awesome.
So and my friend Nate that did Bronze Icon, that's how I just know him. He taught me how to tan.
That's awesome. Did Augie teach you how to eat tacos?
He teaches me how to like embrace life.
Well, and it was also kind of like to kind of embody his trip there with us.
Yeah, it was crazy. I wrote out the script before he came, and like the first night he was there, he didn't look at the script at all, but he like said exactly the things in the script as we were getting tacos.
It was just
like
organic.
Yeah, and so I guess I was pretty pleased. Like I could picture what he would say or how he would react, and I was able to film that.
That's awesome.
I have a question.
Nick has a question.
Oops, I messed it up.
So you were saying, I was like complimenting you on how I think your videos are very funny. I thought they were hilarious. And then you were saying that you don't perceive your videos as comedy, but they're very funny. And then you said that people were laughing at them and that you just embraced that fact. But talk about that.
Okay, well, like my dream is to make a movie. Like I think I've even talked to you about that. My dream is to make a serious movie that people will respect because of the movie, not because of how funny it is or things that happen in it. And that's just based on, I guess, my own technical skills. I'm not very good at making movies, so I just embrace the comedy. Like things they won't be perfect, so why not just be funny about it? Bronze Icon, it would be a cool like actual filmed, I don't know, tutorial or something. I thought it would be cool if it had like really good cinematic effect and everything, but I don't have that. Yeah, so embrace the comedy.
Nick here. I just wanted to say that when I think of Cody's videos, when I think of your videos, sorry, I can't look at you and talk at the same time, so I'm just going to look this way. When I think about your videos, I think it's a solid idea, and it's not just like, oh, that's a funny video. Like, I thought of Bronze Icon, and I remember like laughing throughout the whole thing because I thought it was really funny. But at the end of it, I was like, that was a good idea. Like that is a solid like storyline, and just like the idea was just, it was above like having cinematic inserts or anything like that.
Yeah, and that's what I embrace about art in general, is that it's okay to follow the rules. Like movies, what's the basics of a movie? Do you guys know?
The beginning, climax, and
yeah, 3-act. So that's what I've been doing. 3-act. What is it? 3-act combo or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just like if you do the basics, it can turn out cool sometimes. That's what I like to draw or whatever.
That's like easy for people to digest when you're trying to get a certain idea across. That's cool.
And Kylie makes interesting videos as well.
Kylie makes
They're
really
kind
awesome
of
videos.
like just a collage of whatever footage I have from trips, and I like filming animals a lot, so a lot of it is of that.
Well, but even that, like, I guess those are movies, but even your YouTube videos. I like those.
Oh, which ones? Like my art ones?
All of them.
Oh.
And tutorials
Which
like your
ones have you
Susie really
seen?
wants to make a sandwich nappy for me.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about that.
So I don't know. It's just cool. Like I really like
Yeah,
that idea, and
thanks.
that's how I feel about my movies. I just like trying new things, like
Yeah,
different.
sandwich nappy.
ideas.
Like, I
Yeah.
described that.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, I made those because I like the idea of like making your own stuff and not using disposable plastic so much. So, yeah. Oh man, I didn't know people I knew watched them.
She just thought people from Norway or something did.
break the barrier.
I have one like tutorial on there on how I made this like leather case, and I'm not happy with that video, but it has like 1,000 views, so I like don't really want to take it off, but I do. Don't watch it.
Don't do it.
Please don't watch it.
No, you know what do you know what this
Right?
show is about? Spreading
What?
positivity.
Yeah,
But
be
don't
negative.
don't find my YouTube, please.
Oh,
We're gonna
oh.
link her YouTube playlist to the show notes. I'm just kidding.
Okay, question. So they have that for like, what's your like secret music you listen to? What did they call that? Like Justin Bieber.
Oh, guilty
Oh,
pleasure.
guilty pleasure. Thank you.
Guilty pleasure.
Anyways,
What do they call that? Justin Bieber. Amazing.
I don't. I'm not admitting anything. What's your guilty pleasure art that you love to do, but like aren't great at and don't want to share?
Cody's turning it over. The
Cody became
the interviewer. He is becoming the interviewer.
You're learning very well.
You talk, we are.
Cody.
Answer.
I write songs that suck.
Oh dang.
I actually found them.
When
play
are they
some for
going
us?
online?
Yeah.
What? Never.
Oh.
I was looking.
Show notes?
It was funny because Anthony was here the other day, and I was like, "Oh God, Anthony, I found these old songs I wrote," and he's like, "Let's listen to them. Let's listen to them." Nope, they suck so bad. But they were really awesome to make, and I like put a lot of my heart into
you
it.
learn a lot.
Yeah, but man, they're bad. It's basically about how I got my heart broken or whatever and stuff. And
Country.
no,
My
I
achy,
want to call it
breaky heart.
contemporary.
Contemporary.
It's like
country.
Dave Matthews, but
Oh, nice.
But I'm me.
Tiny dancer. What about you, Kylie?
I like writing stories, but a lot of them I think turn out way too serious, and I feel like I'm not at a point where I can write really serious stories right now, and they just end up feeling too melodramatic. So I guess that's kind of my guilty pleasure. Like there was this comic I was working on for a really, really long time, like years and years. I was thinking about it, and then recently I'm like, man, I don't know if I can make this yet, because I just like it would just to me it comes off as like teen angst, like just who's this person to be writing about these like serious story. I don't know. That's mine.
No.
Susie?
Guilty pleasure thing that you indulge in art wise. Go. She's thinking it over.
I'm thinking. I'm not guilty about anything.
Oh, she's 100% real, you say.
She shares every piece of
Justin Bieber.
art she makes.
Because I don't make much.
This
I
could
have,
be a good
I have
segment.
some things on YouTube that I don't ever want anyone to see.
Oh, I know what you got.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I feel
yeah?
video and audio are two things that people don't really like to share.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
People don't like the way they look or the way they sound.
Oh, that makes sense. That's how I felt about the first episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love the voice changing effect that Nick has on us.
Oh yeah, he's making us sound. We're all
Really
what?
good.
What?
Yeah, we sound really good looking.
Yeah. Thanks, Nick.
On the last episode, Helen was just like, wow, that radio
Just
voice.
smooth.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not a radio face at all. She's
Have you
got
seen
a model
her?
face.
She's so beautiful and ugly at the same time. I'm just kidding.
Just beautiful.
Just in
Beautifully
case you were
ugly.
listening to this, Helen, you're so beautiful. Like, dang. I see you and I'm sure.
Can we go back to talking about film for a second? Because I wanted to ask Cody about his tiny camera that he films everything with.
Okay. Well, yeah, what's your question?
Just like, is that what you use to film all of your stuff? And why do you like it so much?
I'm a poor person.
He inherited those cameras from me.
Yeah, I kind of just collect whatever camera I can get. The Karaoke King, I used my phone. The audio sucked on that. And then I started teaching Susy how to boom a microphone. And so then I started filming with various things. Yeah, I used my tiny camera because it just gives a better quality and it's easier to use than your phone a little bit. I don't know. And it's different quality.
It's like
And
a
then
novelty.
for Bronze Icon, I did that as well. I don't know. I am a hipster, and I'm not afraid to admit it. But I like the look of film. And so there's this HBO thing that I watched, and they described cameras, like point and shoot video, as Super 8.
Yeah.
It kind of just
Like
has that
modern
like
Super
kind of
8.
like grainy look, and
Yeah.
doesn't look super cool, but it works.
I love that.
I really want to buy a DSLR or something and be like this guy Vomnik at YouTube.com.
Who's that?
I think it would be cool, but
I-
at the same time, I feel like it wouldn't look like his videos because it's his
yeah.
like aesthetic. So
Totally.
yeah.
I think that there's a avenue you can go down with art where you use like, you know, non-professional quote unquote materials or tools, and it makes like your audience more relaxed about it, and it also makes you more relaxed as an artist. Like, I don't know, I think about like when I'm just doodling in like a notebook, and my doodles come out way different than if I was actually making something with really nice art materials in like a nice sketchbook, because I'm not taking myself as seriously and I'm not like giving myself so much pressure to make something. I'm just doing it to create. So do you find that assists you by using the cute little camera?
Definitely. And then it's like it takes out the technical aspect of it. You don't have to like worry about what it looks like. You just click the button and it goes, and you can like kind of focus more on what you're trying to do rather than how to do it.
Totally.
Because I don't know why your videos keep popping into my head, because you did that video with like dollar store art supplies, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, and it's just like, and like you said, it's fun.
Yeah. Do you, and not that like devalues any of the art that is made with that stuff, because it's still like, if anything, it like elevates it, because you're able to shine as an artist, because you're like, you don't need this like expensive equipment to make something that is yourself. I think that's really cool, and I think people should think about that more often.
But I'm human and I still envy people.
Me too. Did Nick want to say something?
I had a question. I've seen like a lot of people. I don't want to get into like a negativity type thing. I just want to like get people's opinions about this. But I've seen a lot of people get really obsessed with the gear that they're working with, more so than the actual like project that they're working on. But they like for instance with video, people get really excited about like, oh, I just got this brand new camera, and like look at this like glider I got with it, and this slider, and this like really expensive tripod. And I imagine like it translates too with art, like these. I'm sure like some of these tools can help you with like what you want to create and maybe make it look cleaner or anything like that. But I want to know if it's, I don't know, if like people have an obsession more so with like their tools more so rather than like creating what they want to do with them.
I think sometimes people have to do that in order to get excited about whatever it is that they're making, which
Because they probably feel like, I can't make this unless I have
some high quality
really
stuff.
nice equipment, which is not true at all.
Yeah.
I feel like we
No,
live
if
in
anything, it takes it away. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I was just thinking we just live in a more like materialistic society than artistic society. Like
Totally.
you can just buy whatever you want, and then technically it makes you like a good artist.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really mean anything.
No, it's
Just like you can buy fame, basically. Like,
right. Yeah, you can. It's all about putting yourself out there and not so much, making the best thing that you can make. Like, it's not really about that.
And that's why I like DIY stuff. Like that patch, it's like, I could probably spend like $10 to get it made or something, but
It
it's
means,
fun to make.
like and just the idea that you like made it, I don't know, makes it more valuable.
I think that's like what my art is based on. Because like guys were asking about motivation, and it's like I'm not really motivated to do art just to do art usually, unless I'm like in a really creative mode. But usually I like have a reason why I'm doing something.
Yeah. Like creating a present for somebody is always something that can move, I know, me to actually make a painting or to like get into the zone of doing it. Because then you have a reason to do it.
Yeah. Or if you have a really good idea. Like, what's your guys' like golden idea right now or recently that you've had?
Oh, I was telling you. Oh, Nick looked right at me. I was telling him about the portrait painting.
Oh, yeah.
I have this, if anyone steals it, no, I have had this project in my head for like the past 2 years that I'm finally starting. And it's really easy. It's a very simple, not easy. It's a simple idea where it's just like I am creating just a face portrait of everybody in my life, and I don't know how I'm going to show it yet. And not just like family or friends, but like for example, I go to this donut shop every Sunday, so like my main donut people, or like I go, where do I even go? I go to the gas station, like the gas guy, or
friends at the
cool.
consignment stores.
Mr. PJ at 54th and
Or Fabienne.
oh my.
Did you paint that, Cody? That's wonderful. Cody showed us a portrait he did of Fabienne.
I think I was telling Cody and Susie about this the other day too, and then he showed me his portraits he was making.
Because he's been working on like a similar project, but
you
he's
paint-
just been doing it on his new Wacom tablet
Sweet.
that he bought at Goodwill for $8.
What?
That's awesome.
I feel
Oh,
like I'm
man.
inspired when I
Your
go to
drawings are
Goodwill.
Oh, I love that.
I love finding costumes at Goodwill, like putting something together.
Well, I just feel like because I do know how to sew, I'm like, oh, this could turn into this. Or I
Oh,
could make it like
yeah.
this. Or this is what I need if I wanted to make this. Like, I'm always thinking about stuff like that, but I have to tell myself, like, no, you end up not making anything, and you end up with a pile of, like, could-be items.
Yeah.
No, but get it, and then just
Do it.
just do it. And
I
even if it
know.
takes a year or whatever, like, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is my 2-year project that I have finally
Yeah.
started
Well,
putting.
this podcast actually has been like, I just need to, like, actually create stuff. Like,
Yeah, and it doesn't, you can start small, like, it just matters that you're doing something.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm currently working on, like, a yarn hanging.
oh, sweet, like
Yeah.
macrame, kind of?
Just easier than that. It's just like tying string on
sweet.
a branch. But I've had this really huge branch in our house from, I think I took it home from Discovery. I don't know if that's legal, but
It is. It's not a it's
it's really
legal.
long.
You're gonna go to jail.
They're gonna hear me.
Who's they?
I just know at Edmonds
police.
it's illegal. I don't know
Government
about
shut down
Discovery.
right now.
Anyways, I'm slowly but surely working on it.
That's
I
awesome.
bought a lot of yarn. Slowly.
I support that.
Slowly. Oh, anyways, I want to have a gallery opening basically.
Oh, yeah. We're talking
Um,
about our projects.
But like every day, like it'll be like Monday through Sunday or whatever. It's like who the people I see on a daily basis or whatever, and it can be sectioned to like, friends, family, people at the store or whatever,
Food service.
I like that.
food service,
It's kind of like
past
the
lovers.
the little.
Oh, you hear it?
You wouldn't organize
New
it by the
lovers.
days that you see them?
Yeah, or by
Like
the
on
years.
Sundays, I see these people.
That'd
Yeah.
be really cute.
So something
It's
like
like
that.
the characters of your life.
Kinda, yeah. And then I think like the big, I like having events, like in my head events are really fun, and like having a reason for it. So like an artistic event would be fun, because then you can get you can hire a band, or maybe you could play your own songs or whatever it is. I think that's awesome.
Sounds awesome.
I recently watched someone ice skating. Like
Oh, yeah?
I think it was the teenage ice skating, and I guess she sang the song that she was
Oh, whoa.
ice skating to.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So
And they were just talking
multimedia.
about, like, that's so much confidence.
Yeah, seriously. And was it good?
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
really good.
that's awesome.
So, and Kylie, what's your like golden idea?
It always changes. Usually I have like a painting I'm kind of working towards, like a big watercolor or something, but I don't have too many ideas right now. My kind of current goal is I want to make a short comic I mentioned before, like a psychological horror kind of comic, like Twilight Zone-y. I don't even know if my idea is good, but I want to try it. It's kind of a combination of a creepy story that one of the techs told me when I was working up in Alaska, combined with this really like silly kind of horror story that my grandpa used to tell us as kids. So I'm working on that kind of, but I'm writing it, and writing's really hard for me, so it's slow. But I also want to make a kid's book too. It probably won't be horror. So.
Hopefully.
I want to segue into. I don't know if you guys heard about the Cranberries this past week, but the main singer passed away on the 15th, and we got my friend Haley Felder, who released actually an EP on Spotify. If you guys want to check it out, with her band, it's called Black Magic Hollyhock, and she sent me a cover of one of their songs called Pretty from the Everybody Else Is Doing It, So Why Can't I album that came out in 1993. And I thought it would just be a good way to end the episode, just listening to it and trying to remember just great artists. I know in the last episode we talked about Bowie, and we don't need to end every episode on some sort of death note, but it just keeps happening. But she was an amazing artist, and it's super sad because she died at 46, and no one knows why still, and I don't think we'll find out until, I was reading about it earlier, maybe April, but we just wanted to end the episode on this note, and just trying to remember people who are great, obviously, and it's so hard trying to phrase death into some sort of ending statement, if that makes sense, but just listen to this cover. It's called Pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks guys.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you for being
Susie
here.
and Cody, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you
having
so
us.
much. That was really fun. Thank you, Fabienne.
Thank you, Kylie.
All
Thank you,
right.
Nick.
We're holding our
Thank
hands.
you, Nick. Thank you,
Thanks.
Allie.
Thanks, Mariah.
Thanks, Mariah.
Anthony.
Thanks, Aunt, I guess.
Anthony's dead on the couch. Okay, guys, good night.